Bags full of Clorox and beats. Watch them vanish in a Fort Knox with ease. It's like magic, I'm a warlock with teeth. I'm ill, but the trumpet need 4 shots of bleach. Breathe. There's a breach in the attic, need some beats. I can savage, let me teach, I'm Socratic as I reach into the metaphysical. Mathematics ain't pneumatic, but I'm hip like sciatics. I've been sick like rheumatics. I can hit you with schematics, but I'm Tesla with aesthetic. Copy, paste, edit, son. I can steal your credit, son. Let me debit you for fun. I mean funds, I mean none. I'm the square root of 1, huh? Square's root for me, I break it down so fluidly. I work my lines so beautifully, these bars congruency.
Now, when an artist drops a diss, I normally get messages, I get comments. In this case, I'm getting flooded. I am getting overwhelmed with the amount of people saying, yo, you need to check out Papoose. You need to check out what he has just done to 50 Cent. So right here, right now, we're going to dive into this diss. It's Agent Provocateur. Shots about to be fired.
Hey, yo, 50, you a bitch, man. You can't bully no Brooklyn nigga.
You are now listening to the sound of
Who? He was a crab in a barrel until Eminem picked him. Made himself famous by claiming he was a victim. His claim to fame was I got shot 9 times. But the truth is he only got shot 5 times. He lied cause he wanted to get shot more than Tupac. Lame choice, game voice, G you not. Queens don't respect you, they know you a joke, you clown. You from Queens, but pay Bronx niggas to hold you down. You even hate on your own crew. Why you be dissing Banks? Is it cause he nicer than you? Or cause you just a snake? Try to take Mayweather money, put you in your place. Heard that story about how Floyd punched you in your face. Did 6 months in shop, you never been upstate. Vivica tossed your salad, she had a shitty face. Black child poked you up, left you with the shakes. Bruno Carvalho yapped your chain and ended up with a case. When he got shot, they tried to take his face off. That nigga jaw was wired up like Jake Paul. When I seen his first movie, I knew he was fake, dog. His man pulled out the gun, was ready for straight wall. He said, we gon' get him another way. Straight fraud, nigga shot you up and all you wanna do is make songs. Heard you diabetic, take care of yourself, you getting older. If they amputate you, I hope it's your head from your shoulders. I'm not concerned about how much money.
Yo, this is how you diss right here. This is just attack, 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 attack. Papoose is not wasting bars. There's no fillers here. Every single line is a shot, and it's a different angle. And the thing is, he's just literally going through 50 Cent's history, right? Weaponizing information on 50 against him. Going after this scenario, this scenario, this scenario, this scenario. And he continues to flip, and he continues to come with it, man. Papoose getting right down to business.
You getting older. If they amputate you, I hope it's your head from your shoulders. I'm not concerned about how much money can Curtis show, cause he bankrupt. So mathematically, Curtis older. Only Curtis we respect in hip-hop is Curtis Blow. But the question is, how much dick can Curtis blow?
That was a nice Curtis setup. You had a feeling that was coming, man.
The only Curtis we respect in hip-hop is Curtis Blow. But the question is, how much dick can Curtis blow? Pause. Seen a picture of you smiling, holding the dildo. Talk all that gangster talk, but is it real though? That's why you say get the strap. I didn't catch on. When 50 say get the strap, he mean get the strap on. You need therapy, that's the answer. Not mental therapy, chemotherapy. You a cancer, that's your horoscope. Before you came out, New York was dope. All the guards was woke. Hip-hop was flooded with bars and quotes. First you snaked the game and sold to Young Buck with your art and soaps. Disrespected Banks cause he wanted time when his father croaked. Your own son protected his mother, did what his father won't. Disrespect your homies, why you cut all of your partners broke? You ain't this Eminem, he your slave master. You are a joke, Tony my
Pap, chill. Chill.
the voice. I should
Save some. Save some. Man is just literally unloading right now.
all of your partners broke. You ain't this Eminem, he your slave
Full clip being fired.
master. You are a joke, Tony Montana voice. I should step on you, you cockroach. Need a larger coat. The gun is so big that it's hard to tote. At your funeral, we gon' send off doves, no bars of soap. Do what artists won't. I just don't think that you ought to go. Just give me my flowers. I want the stem in the artichoke. Yes, you are a host. How you gon' say that the guard is broke? I got so much ice that I can deport you. Get on the boat. Finger on the toes. G-Unit falling like dominoes. Not the pizza shop. I squeeze the Glock and they all be ghosts. Who you trying to roast? He shows a lot of dishonor though. These are God's results. Papoose gon' get him if karma don't. I want all the smoke.
God's results, karma don't. The thing I love about this too is that he keeps coming bar for bar, and he's got this nice 3-syllable scheme that he continues to pattern in with the rhymes.
He shows a lot of dishonor though. These are God's results. Papoose gon' get him if karma don't. I want all the smoke. Man, I'ma swing till your jaw get broke and you start to choke.
All the smoke, start to choke, jaw get broke, artichoke. See what I mean? Like he continues to condense these 3-syllable rhyme schemes, and we're 2 minutes in. and he's still running this scheme. It's nice.
Papoose gon' get him if karma don't. I want all the smoke. Man, I'ma swing till your jaw get broke. And you start to choke. Look at you, I got you on the ropes. Murder Inc. defeated you in the street, you just lied the most. The locks killed you on some D-block shit with the round they wrote. Rick Ross won. Your other beef was kinda close. More losses than wins. Testing Papoose, Vominos. You won't be ashamed to have herpes if you were smarter. Cause you can avoid passing it to your sex partner. That's too much, boy. Your baby mother threw you under the bus. I guess Daphne didn't bring you too much joy. Hiding that you got herpes makes you a fuck boy. Why you don't just admit it like NBA young boy? You laugh when Jewels got caught with a gun. Then you laugh when Supreme blew trial. Are you dumb? You laughed at Jimmy Hinchman bid. This hoe is frail. I know about you dry snitching on him. I know it well. What type of street nigga laughs when somebody go to jail? You think last summer was hot? Wait till you go to hell. What sense of humor is good? I'm convinced. But what is the sense of humor?
Pap isn't talking to you and me. Pap is talking to the streets right now. Pap is pulling 50's street card, and he is analyzing 50's patterns of movement to show that 50 is not moving the correct way. He is ostracizing 50 Cent right now, very carefully, very surgically, very lyrically.
Last summer was hot, wait till you go to hell. What sense of humor is good, I'm convinced. But what is the sense of humor when a person's humor makes no sense? A nigga disrespect Papoose, I knock.
That's like a battle rapper flip right there, man. Sense of humor when the humor makes no sense. I like that.
What is the sense of humor when a person's humor makes no sense? A nigga disrespect Papoose, I knocked him out. A nigga disrespect 50, he put a doc you out. We not the same. Puff at your girl inside his house. Everything I do for morals and principles, not for clout. If you ever talk to 50 in person, you gotta shout. His breath smell like he got a whole pile of shit inside his mouth. Was scared of Maserati Fox. God bless the dead. You know he shoot niggas from the waist up. Arm, chest, and head. Heard he deaded you on your money. Took off with your bread. You ain't do nothing cause you a cop. You mob with the feds. I turn your legs to spaghetti. Can't walk with your legs. Put your fat ass right to sleep. Go on, get to bed. Used to listen to you in the car. You worthless dog. Your cartoons ain't been the same since Smurf been gone. He the one who was putting in that pain. Him and Damo.
That was a nice cartoons listening to you in the car. So the car TUNES that I listened to versus a cartoon drawing, because the Smurfs were a cartoon. Bang'em Smurf used to be a member of 50 Cent. Come on now.
Ain't been the same since Smurf been gone. He the one who was putting in that pain. Him and Damo. You ain't putting work on Homo. You live by the 48 laws of power. A book for sinners. The Bible or the Quran is what you should consider. Allegedly, you burned the house down. Look, bitch, nigga, your baby mother don't want you no more. You looking bitter. Them
that might be my favorite bar right there. We'll get back to that.
Steroids that you taking got you looking bigger. You diss Mano, Fab, and Pap. Brooklyn niggas, the real 50 Cent from Brooklyn. Look, bitch, nigga, just remember you got your name from a Brooklyn nigga. The U.S. kidnapped the president of Venezuela while we was distracted by.
That's a great angle.
50 Cent's propaganda. I think he worked for MAGA, sent to distract us all. Used to be a rat, now he an agent provocateur. They put us in danger in the midst of the night. That's why they had to cancel all the Caribbean flights. Never gives good advice cause he mentally can't. Doesn't display forward thinking he's not really advanced. YouTube was working for him if he gives him a chance. Some of them will literally suck his dick through his pants. I can see straight through him why these idiots can't. He promising them he gonna do a bunch of shit that he can't. Even when he has friends, he takes the enemy stance. Cause he work for the government, he just the industry plant. They don't do fact checks, supposed to listen and learn. Just regurgitate a whole bunch of shit that they heard. He got them all under the wing, this shit is absurd. He has a lot of wingspan cause this nigga's a bird.
I'll tell you what, man, I shouldn't have hit this 5:30 in the morning because I got a big trip I got to do, but I wanted to sneak this in. I wanted to get this in before I left. Papoose, how long have you been sitting on that? Because that was absolutely relentless. That wasn't just like a pot shot. That just wasn't a couple fired. That was a motherfucking nuclear bomb that he just came through and dropped. Because I'm telling you, angle, 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 bar, 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 bar. Dropping knowledge, showing that he knows his past, showing he knows his history, referencing his ex-associates, tearing him down psychologically, questioning some of his rumors, questioning the way that he moves. I'll tell you what, man, we got... let's dive into this. Let's dive into the highlights of this one from Papoose, man. This is probably... No, what do I mean probably? This is the best diss I think I've heard against 50 so far. Domani was up there for me. I love the creativity of the Miss Jackson angle. So I got to give points because I'm always a huge fan of creativity. So I still love that one. There's been some nice ones, but I'll tell you what. Just in terms of bars, this is like a battle rapper's setup right here. This is a battle rapper's diss track.
Bitch, man. You can't bully no Brooklyn nigga.
You are now listening to the sound of
Who? He was a crab in the barrel until Eminem picked him. Made himself famous by claiming he was a victim.
That angle. That's a nice angle. Jadakiss also took that angle. This is when is it cool to get shot and not shoot back that he had in Checkmate. And the locks and the angles that they took, right? Celebrating, because think about it, coming from street culture, since when is it cool to be a victim? It's not in street culture, right? And yet that is really what catapulted and propelled and 50 used in his marketing and letting the world know that he was shot 9 times.
Crab in the barrel until Eminem picked him. Made himself famous by claiming he was a victim. His claim to fame was I got shot 9 times. But the truth is he only got shot 5 times.
Where have I heard that? I think it was Shaniqua Tompkins. I think it was his ex-baby mama. I think it was her. And we all know the fallout between them. But there was a story at one point in time when she was like, he was lying about being shot. He was only shot 5 times. He wasn't shot 9 times. So Pap has latched onto that one and flipping it here.
Claim to fame was I got shot 9 times. But the truth is he only got shot 5 times. He lied because he...
Also love the history. I didn't realize that yesterday, because this dropped yesterday, that's when Tupac was shot at Quad Studios. Because you talk about getting shot and surviving in NYC. And I still remember that classic image of Tupac just flicking off the paparazzi and the cameras as he's getting loaded it into the ambulance. Come on now.
Wanted to get shot more than Tupac. Lame choice, game voice, G you not. Queens don't respect you.
G unit, G you not.
They know you a joke, you clown. You from Queens, but pay Bronx niggas to hold you down.
The thing I like about this too, right?
Lied cause he wanted to get shot more than Tupac. Lame choice, game
Get shot more than Tupac, pause. Lame choice, pause.
voice, G you not. Queen.
G you not. Like the way that he sets up his punchlines, his diction is so clear. Everything is so well delivered. It's one thing to have like a nice bar, to have a nice punchline, but it's also another thing to have and understand a sense of timing within the pocket of flow with how you deliver these things. You could have a very clever line and bar, but if you don't give it time to breathe, if you don't set it up correctly, if you don't deliver it in the right way in terms of how you write it and how you deliver it, then it's not going to land with the audience. The thing that I like about this is that he is very good and knows how to set up his punchline, how to lead into it, how to close the bar, and make sure that it connects.
Don't respect you, they know you a joke, you clown. You from Queens, but pay Bronx niggas to hold you down. You even hate on...
Again, he's making it a borough thing right here, right? You ain't even holding it down for your own borough. Come on now. And now you're going to try to bully me from Brooklyn? Nah, we ain't having this.
Respect you, they know you a joke, you clown. You from Queens, but pay Bronx niggas to hold you down. You even hate on your own crew. Why you be dissing Banks? Is it cause he nicer than you, or cause you just a snake? Try to take Mayweather money, put you in your place. Heard that story.
That one still hurts my heart, man. I'm a huge Lloyd Banks fan, and I hate the fallout that him and 50 have had over the years, man. Like,
nicer than you, or cause you just a snake? Try to take Mayweather money, put you in your place. Heard that story about how Floyd punched you in your face. Did 6 months of shock.
Did 50 even said it himself? It's not even a story to hear, because 50 said that Mayweather punched him in the face. Wasn't WrestleMania the event? Like, you wanted him to walk out with him. And then he was acting like he wasn't his homie. He was acting like he was a paid associate, bragging about the bag. And then 50 called him out on it. And then he got punched in the face. But then they made up. And this was before the infamous, very public fallout, right? This was before all of that when he got punched in the face. And obviously when Mayweather went away to jail and he asked 50 to take care of his boxing business, 50 starts signing people, 50 starts doing stuff, then 50 expects money from it. They have a fallout over money, and then they started clowning each other, and then 50 had the infamous, read a page out of the Harry Potter book troll. Oh, man. I mean, Pap is just diving into every feud in every situation, but what's the angle that he's ultimately taking here? Everyone who gets close to you and is around you in your circle, what happens? At what point do you start going, they're not the problem? When do you look inward?
Why you be dissing Banks? Is it cause he nicer than you, or cause you just a snake? Try to take Mayweather money, put you in your place. Heard that story about how Floyd punched you in your face. Did 6 months in shock, you never been upstate. Vivica torture.
There's that street credibility again. You never been upstate. You've never done serious time. You've never really done serious crime. That's the angle he's taking there. You understand the understatements, the way that he's positioning all of this.
Floyd punched you in your face. Did 6 months in shock.
You got punched in the face. You bragged about getting shot. You never did time upstate. Again, you see the way that he's stacking all this?
You never been upstate. Vivica tossed your salad, she had a shitty face. Black child poke.
Then you're getting your salad tossed. Then you're getting stabbed by Murder Inc. members. Where is your street cred? Where is it?
Shop, you never been upstate. Vivica tossed your salad, she had a shitty face.
That's the infamous Vivica Fox, 50 Cent. He likes some freaky-ish. And the only downside again is that we continue to normalize AI. I can't stand that. I have to put a disclaimer on this. I hate AI slop. I wish Pap would just sit there and just keep spitting. Because it's a dope video. Him just sat there spitting at the camera and doing what he's doing. I don't like all the AI references. Obviously, it helps to enhance the bars, enhance what he's doing. But for me, we've had a long conversation yesterday about AI. We don't need to go on about it again today. So much of AI is theft without consent of the artists. How their models were trained. We'll get back to that. Anyways, let's keep going. No more normalization of AI.
Black child poked you up, left you with the shakes. Bruno Carvalho yapped your chain and ended up with a case. When he got shot, they tried to take his face off.
See what I mean? Every single bar. He's coming and he's questioning 50 Cent. Why is he catching a case? You snitching, 50?
The jaw was wired up like Jake Paul. When I seen his
Jake Paul just got absolutely destroyed by Anthony Joshua.
Shot, they tried to take his face off. That nigga jaw was wired up like Jake Paul. When I seen his first movie, I knew he was fake, dog. His man pulled out the gun, was ready for straight wall. He said, we gon' get him another way. Straight fraud. Nigga shot you up and all you wanna do is make songs. Heard you diabetic.
So you got shot, and then you say we're gonna get him another way. And he's referencing 50 Cent's movie, right? Get Rich or Die Trying. And again, it's the same as the Jadakiss angle that we've been talking about, right? You're not seeking revenge. You're not truly retaliating. You're not truly following street code. You're not really the tough guy that you're portraying yourself to be in this street imagery that you've marketed, that you've sold.
Take care of yourself. You getting older. If they amputate you, I hope it's your head from your shoulders. I'm not concerned about
diabetics. I have an uncle who's a diabetic. Had to get his leg cut off, unfortunately. Amputee. So in this case, I hope they're just amputating your head and just offing you, ending you.
How much money can Curtis show? Cause he bankrupt, so mathematically Curtis older. Only Curtis we respect in hip hop is Curtis Blow. But the question is,
Curtis Blow, man, one of the pioneers, one of the first rappers to get signed to a major label.
So mathematically Curtis older. Only Curtis we respect in hip hop.
Then he flips it into 50 Cent blowing Curtis Blow in the sexual flip.
It's Curtis Blow, but the question is, how much dick can Curtis Blow? Pause. Seen a picture of you smiling.
Then he does the pause, man, like the Killer Cam pause.
In the dildo, talk all that gangster talk, but is it real though? That's why you say get the strap. I didn't catch on when 50 say get the strap. He mean get the strap on. You need
get the strap. Nah, you ain't strapping up for warfare. You getting the strap on. Like the Vivica Fox allegations and all the freaky-ish going on behind bedroom doors. And that's also what Domani hinted at in one of his angles that we broke down not too long ago.
Say get the strap, I didn't catch on. When 50 say get the strap, he mean get the strap on. You need therapy, that's the answer. Not mental therapy, chemotherapy. You a cancer, that's your heart.
I like that flip. You need therapy, that's the answer. Then he lets that pause. Not this type of therapy, chemotherapy. Because you're a cancer. Just the way that he sets this up, that's a perfect example, again, of setting up the punch and just knowing how to have that delivery and have that punchline land.
Therapy, that's the answer. Pause. Not mental therapy, chemotherapy. You a cancer, that's your horoscope.
Just nice delivery and setup. Again, battle rapper-esque. Setups, punchlines, delivery with it.
When you came out New York,
on to the next one.
Was dope, all the guards was woke. Hip-hop was flooded with bars and quotes. First you snake.
God was dope, bars and quotes. And right here, he switches his flow. Goes a little bit faster and then condenses that 3-syllable pattern in rhyme scheme.
The game is sold to young buck with your
and then before that, you being a cancer, that's your horoscope when you were born being a cancer versus you're a cancer to the game. And then you don't just need therapy because you're messed up in the head. No, you need actual chemotherapy. And then it trolls 50 further, right? When 50 Cent lost all that weight to play his homie who went through chemo, died from cancer.
Was dope, all the guards was woke. Hip-hop was flooded with bars and quotes. First you snake the game and sold to young buck with your art and soaps. Disrespected Banks cause he wanted time when his father croaked. Your own.
There it is again, falling out with your XG unit members, falling out with Young Buck, falling out with Lloyd Banks. And again, I still wish they were all together, man.
Son protected his mother, did what his father won't. Disrespect your homies, why you cut all of your partners broke? You ain't this Eminem, he your slave master. You are a joke, Tony Montana voice. I should step on you, you cockroach. Need a larger coat.
Okay, I'm ready to play. Tony Montana, you cockroach, right?
Your slave master.
Nice Scarface bar.
You are a joke, Tony Montana voice. I should step on you, you cockroach. Need a larger coat, the gun is so big that it's hard to tow. At your funeral, we gon' send off doves, no bars of soap. Do what artists want.
Obviously, Dove makes soap versus we gonna send doves at your funerals, right? We sending you up right now.
The gun is so big that it's hard to tow. At your funeral, we gon' send off doves, no bars of soap. Do what artists won't. I just don't think that you ought to go. Just give me my flowers, I want the stem in the artichoke.
I don't know why, I just really like that bar. Like, just give me the flowers. I want the stem in the artichoke, because artichoke fits in with that 3-syllable, just very peppered staccato pattern that he's doing right now. But obviously, just knowing the anatomy of a flower, I want it all, baby. I want the whole thing. I want where it blooms. I want it all the way down to the roots.
Well, artists won't. I just don't think that you ought to go. Just give me my flowers. I want the stem in the artichoke. Yes, you are a hoax. How you gonna say that the God is broke? I got so much ice that I can deport you.
The artichoke. Yes, you are the hoax. Like, again, like, he ends the bar with that nice pattern, and then he comes back straight into that 3-syllable pattern. It's very nice when he condenses. Like, this segment right here, chef's kiss on the flow and pattern.
Now artichoke, yes you are a hoax. How you gonna say that the God is broke? I got so much ice that I can deport you. Get on the boat. Finger.
We've heard a few ice bars now. I got a feeling there's gonna be a ton more ice bars coming. The ice that he's rocking versus ice deportation.
On the toast, G-Unit falling like dominoes. Not the pizza shop. I squeeze the Glock and they all be ghosts.
Domino's Pizza, come on now.
You trying to roast? He shows a lot of dishonor though. These are God's results. Papoose gon' get him if karma don't. I want all the smoke. Man, I'ma swing till your jaw get broke. And you start to choke. Look at you, I got you on the ropes. Murder Inc. defeated you in the street.
I got you on the ropes, like I'm swinging, like we're literally in the ring versus like proverbially being on the ropes, being down and out.
Your jaw get broke and you start to choke. Look at you, I got you on the ropes. Murder Inc. defeated you in the street, you just lied the most. The locks killed you on some D-block shit with the round zero.
That's an interesting flip right there. That's an interesting flip. And I've seen some other people talking about this in the infamous Murder Inc. and 50 Cent battle. And people saying that 50 Cent and Eminem ended Ja Rule's career. But what isn't appreciated again at the time, and the story that's been coming out more and more from Murder Inc.'s side and Ja Rule's side, is that, look, there was a federal investigation going on with Kenneth Supreme, with everything going on, with the money laundering. So they had their hands tied, and they weren't able to fully take on the shady aftermath battle. It's an interesting angle. I think it's worth a video at some point in time. But anyways, I'm digressing again. Like, I love this shit.
Smoke. Man, I'ma swing till your jaw get broke and you start to choke. Look at you, I got you on the ropes. Murder Inc. defeated you in the street, you just lied the most. The locks killed you on some deep.
I wouldn't disagree with the locks, man. The locks and Jada fucking smoked. We did a breakdown of Checkmate. You should go watch that.
Shit with the round zero. Rick Ross won. Your other beef was kinda close. More losses than wins. Testing Papoose. Vominos. You won't be ashamed to have herpes if you were smarter. Cause you can avoid passing it to your sex partner. That's too much, boy. Your baby mother threw you under the bus. I guess Daphne didn't bring you too much joy.
Another Daphne Joy bar. We had Domati do that.
And that you got herpes makes you a fuck boy. Why you don't just admit it like NBA Youngboy?
NBA Youngboy did admit that he had herpes on multiple tracks. I think he even had a song, I Admit It.
Laugh when Jewels got caught with a gun. Then you laugh when Supreme.
There's Dipset. There's the Jewel Santana. Like, that whole fallout when Jewels and Jim Jones went on stage with 50 with the whole Cameron beef. Anyways, that's a whole nother side quest. There's so much going on. Like, we could sit here and unpack this for an hour. Like, every single reference, every single just historical moment that he's going through.
Like NBA Young.
But again, what's the point that he's making? You're laughing when someone's going to jail, right? Is that really what street people do? Is that really the code that we follow?
Boy, you laugh when Jewels got caught with a gun. Then you laugh when Supreme blew trail. Are you dumb? You laugh.
And are you dumb that the man who had you shot, right? Why are you still laughing at him? Why are you still trolling him?
Jimmy Henchman bid, this hoe is frail. I know about you dry snitching on him, I know it well. What type of
the Jimmy Henchman thing? That was wasn't it King? And I've seen that document circulate before. I also saw a TMZ article that debunked that and said that that wasn't true. But anyways, that is a rumor that's been going around. But it's a rap battle. You're gonna take rumors. You're gonna take situations and you're gonna use them in your arsenal and you're gonna weaponize them against 50, right? And there was that doc apparently that's circulating that it was 50 who set him up, 50 who led to his arrest and gave the tip, called into the feds.
That Jimmy Henchman bid, this hoe is frail. I know about you dry snitching on him, I know it well. What type of street nigga laughs when somebody go to jail? You think last summer was hot? Wait till you go to hell. What sense of humor is good, I'm convinced. But what is the sense of humor when a person's humor makes no sense? A nigga disrespect Papoose, I knocked him out. A nigga disrespect 50, he put a doc you out. We not the same, puff at your girl.
See, there it is again. There it is again. Like, let's question how you move, right? You get shot and then you run to the booth immediately. You get insulted, you get dissed by Diddy. He gets with your girl, with your ex, the mother of your children, and what do? Right? You don't knock his ass out. You go and make a documentary about him. Again, the way that he is moving the chessboard and the way that he is trying to just assassinate the street credibility and character of 50 Cent.
I knocked him out. A nigga disrespect 50, he put a docu out. We not the same. Puff at your girl inside his house. Everything I do for morals and principles, not for clout. If you ever talk to...
You know what's interesting though is like this Diddy angle is getting used so much against 50 Cent. And I feel like it's such a nuanced thing, right? Because it almost can seem like everybody is dissing 50 over the Puff situation and putting out the documentary and like tearing Puff down, but it's still shitty and horrible what Puff has done. Puff is a terrible person. So it's such a weird one, like to weaponize this and to flip it on 50, because again, it's almost like we're making light and defending Puff. And I don't think Pap is defending Puff. I don't want to put it in that way. Like he's just taking every single angle. And I think it's clever being able to take such a negative angle and still find a way to like re-negative it against 50 when it's supposed to be a positive on 50.
Papoose, I knocked him out.
I just want to put my own disclaimer on that because I don't want to like co-sign anybody thinking or implying anything from said situation with Puff.
A nigga disrespect 50, he put a docu out. We not the same. Puff at your girl inside his house. Everything I do for morals and principles, not for clout. If you ever talk to 50 in person, you gotta shout. His breath smell like he got a whole pile of shit inside his mouth. Was scared of Maserati Fox. God bless the dead. You know he shoot niggas from the waist up. Arm, chest, and head. Heard he deaded you on your money. Took off with your bread.
I mean, you talk about street cred, right? Maserati Fox was shot 21 times. 21 times to survive. We ain't even talking 9 times or 5 as Papoose is questioning, right? And he was one of 50's close friends, one of 50's close associates. Yayo used to talk about how wild Maserati would get. There's infamous Yayo clips. And unfortunately, he was set up. He was shot. He was killed in Queens.
Shoot niggas from the waist up. Arm, chest, and head. Heard he deaded you on your money. Took off with your bread. You ain't do nothing.
I'm not familiar with that story. I'm not familiar with that one.
Cause you a cop, you mark with the feds. I turn your legs to spaghetti, can't walk with your legs. Put your
mark with the feds, walk with your legs. And again, there's you're 5-0. You're a snitch. You're setting people up. You're working with the police.
That ass right to sleep. Go on, get to bed. Used to listen to you in the car, you worthless dog. Your cartoons ain't been the same since Smurf been gone. He the one who was putting in that pain. Him and Damo. You ain't
I broke down that bar. That was such a dope bar.
Put in work on Homo. You live by the 48 laws of power. A book for sinners. The Bible or the Quran is what you should consider.
I don't know why I love that bar so much. One, it's trolling his book, The 50th Law of Power. But for me, it's a psychological breakdown. It's one of those that just, it goes deeper because we're talking to 50's character here, right? You are celebrating the 48 Laws of Power, but essentially it's a morally bankrupt book. Sure, on how to achieve power and how to achieve what you want, but at the same time, what are the costs? You need religion with how you move. You need to stop celebrating this and start thinking about how you're morally bankrupt. You need to start thinking about your soul. Again, that man is just speaking directly to his soul with bars like that. I'm a huge fan of those just psychological breakdowns and those just deeper lines that are still nice punchlines, and flipping 50's book as well, 50th Law of Power and the 48 Laws of Power, right? Hang on, camera's about to die. All right, let's keep it rolling.
48 laws of power, a book for sinners. The Bible or the Quran is what you should consider. Allegedly, you burned the house down. Look, bitch, nigga, your baby mother.
Allegedly, you burnt that. Everything else that you've thrown at him, and then you're going to throw in a little allegedly there with the house thing.
I don't want you no more, you looking bitter. Them steroids that you taking got you looking bigger.
I mean, even that, like the rumors of 50 Cent taking steroids. Like he's just taking shortcuts. He is just diving into everything. Every single angle I think possible, this man is using on 50.
This may no Fab and Pap. Brooklyn niggas, the real 50 Cent from Brooklyn. Look, bitch, nigga, just remember you got your...
That was another one of my favorite bars. The 48 Laws of Power and that one right there. What a bar that is, right? Setting it up. Because 50 got his name from Kelvin 50 Cent Barton, right? That was the stick-up kid. And he was from Brooklyn. So you're not even being true to your name and the origins of your name, right? Because you ain't really repping Queens. It's not like you're adopting the name of someone from Queens and repping your own borough. And again, remember we talked about the street credibility card and like holding it down for your community and your section? You're taking on someone's name from Brooklyn, and then you're turning around and dissing dudes from Brooklyn.
Pep.
It's a really dope angle.
Brooklyn niggas,
And again, just doing research on your opponent and just knowing them inside out and the angles and the name flip here.
real
There's Kelvin there.
He sent from Brooklyn. Look, bitch, nigga, just remember you got your name from a Brooklyn nigga. The U.S. kidnapped the president of Venezuela while we was distracted by 50 Cent's propaganda. I think he worked for MAGA, sent to distract us all, used to be a rat.
And see, that was one of the angles that T.I. was kind of dancing around. I feel like Domani was addressing it too, like the way that you move for the white boys. And I was questioning, we talking about like the white execs, the white businessmen, the white label owners? Or are we talking more political? Papoose taking the political angle and the understood leanings and where it seems like 50 is aligning now with certain fan bases.
Now he an agent provocateur. They put us in danger in the midst of the night. That's why they had to cancel all the Caribbean flights. Never gives good advice cause he mentally can't. Doesn't display forward thinking, he's not really advanced.
I mean, he's anti-selling his book right now. You act like this businessman. Everything that you present yourself as is a lie. And again, this is more of that psychological breakdown, right? You're trying to teach people how to move. You're trying to give them advice, acting like you're this big forward thinker.
Never gives good advice cause he mentally can't. Doesn't display forward thinking, he's not really advanced. YouTube was working for him if he gives him a chance. Some of them will literally suck his dick through his pants. I can see straight through him why these idiots
Hey, I'm on 50's payroll. I'll show you the checks. You know what I mean?
can't. He promising him he gonna do a bunch of shit that he can't.
I wonder who he is firing at though there. I wonder who he is taking shots at. Like, here's the thing about this beef. Like, it's so funny because I'm such a fan. Like, for me, the nostalgia. I love T.I. I'm a huge T.I. fan. So I enjoy breaking down the T.I. disses. I love 50 Cent. I'm a huge 50 Cent fan. I enjoy breaking down whatever 50 does. I love Papoose too. I enjoy breaking down what Papoose does. I hope all this stays on wax. I think with 50 and the way that he handles stuff, I'm hoping it all stays on wax because that's what you want to see. You want to see it all stay to wax. You don't want to see it escalate elsewhere. But I'm enjoying all this being on wax. Fab coming out as well. I'm a huge FABOLOUS fan too, man. So much going on. Hey, it's giving me an excuse to break down amazing MCs and artists. But anyways, I'm going off on tangents again. Who's he talking about? Who's he talking? If you guys suspect, comment down below. I want to know. I want to know. Papoose, what you tapping in on?
YouTube was working for him if he gives him a chance. Some of them will literally suck his dick through his pants. I can see straight through him why these idiots can't. He promising him he gonna do a bunch of shit that he can't. Even when he has friends, he takes the enemy stance. Cause he works for the government, he just the industry plant. They don't do fact checks, supposed to listen and learn. Just
he an industry plant, but he takes it even further. You're not even just working for the label industry. You're working for the greater government industry.
regurgitate a whole bunch of shit that they heard. He got them all under the wing. This shit is absurd. He has
Taking you under the wing, and then he calls him a bitch. You a bird.
a lot of wingspan cause this nigga's a bird.
He has a lot of reach, a lot of power, a lot of wingspan. That's a nice bird flip at the end, too. Man, Papoose. Woo! Lyrically, assassination. That was dense, man. That was really well written, well delivered, bar for bar for bar. Those are my favorite types of diss tracks right there. Relentless Pap, you were Knox certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. Listen, if you're here at the end, obviously enjoying the content, do me a huge favor. Support the channel directly. Subscribe, notifications on. It all helps. It all goes a long way. All right, everybody, stay safe, stay positive. I got to travel. I got to get out of here. I love you. You know I'll catch you again soon.